With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A quick throw complete to Fitzgerald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darrington Evans, 62 yards. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, ready? Big Lion. Ready, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Richardson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Okay, break. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickerson. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So on 4th down, the Colts will turn it over to Pat McAfee to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Ready, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now here's Vick. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Michael Vick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Vick. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Colts come after it, and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it one step and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
And every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Vic to throw on fourth down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally put it into the return, but... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right back to him on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And some space here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Down to about the 45. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Shot 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. Now he gets free up the left sideline. Now look out to the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Walter Payton 94 yards. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Richardson's throw complete there to Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. A first carry for the Hawks. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Richardson to throw off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now a give right side. Dickerson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Colts have regained the lead.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Dickerson shrugs him off. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
115 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Dickerson. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
Manziel.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Beckham in motion right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Manziel. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Here's Manziel. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensive.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 19-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Peyton.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up a throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 30.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Cup 19, Warriors 70. Go.
Now Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison from 4 yards out.
And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-17, 2:10 on the clock. They're out of timeouts. Now they will have the 2-minute warning as they've got it first. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually,
touchdown Colts. Eric Dickerson from 3 yards out.
And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. Coup for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Kevontae Turpin now from it.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Richardson looking to throw it.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Andre Johnson from 3 yards out.
And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, Just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumble.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Kelce, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Richardson off the play fake.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Manning. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Dickerson, 45 yards.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Now a give right side. Dickerson.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Running right, here's Falk. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On first down, Manning. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Manning. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. Past the 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Now Manning again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Working from the gun, Manning. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, it was none other than Mean Joe Green making the tackle. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Okay, ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hester. Shoves him away. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 33 and a first. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Throwing is Manning. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he will take it in. Touchdown.